Okay, hi there, Year 10s. Welcome to this surface area question about a cylinder. It's a bright and sunny day today. Actually, it's raining cats and dogs, and I'm hoping that the rain sound doesn't come through on the video, but I guess we just do the question and hopefully you can hear my voice fine. Okay, so in this question, the first job is to find the value of R. Find the value of R. The area of a circle, the area of the circular face on a cylinder is 529 pi millimeters squared. Now, that means there's the cylinder. It means one of the circles on the end has this area equal to 529 times pi millimeters squared. I'm going to run out of room to write the millimeters squared. That'll do. Now I would not, so you could multiply this by pi to put it into a number, but I would not do that. It will be a lot simpler for you if you just leave the pi where it is. Okay, and we'll see why in a minute. The area of a circle, it's a good one to memorize. The area of a circle is pi r squared. Okay, and our area is 529 times pi. So pi r squared is 529 pi. And there's the bell. Okay, at this point I would divide both sides by pi. So what I've done there is divide by pi on both sides of the equation. And you can see why it was worth just leaving that as 529 pi. So I'm left with r squared is 529. Therefore, r has to be plus or minus the square root of 529. Now, I don't actually need the minus because we're dealing with cylinders and lengths, and they have to be positive, right? But normally, if I had some unknown squared equals 529, then I'd put in a plus and a minus, because you could have the negative squared would equal the positive result, right? So I go to my calculator. I need to know the square root of 529. Let's do that. And we can hide all this for a minute. Square root 529, 20 something, 23. Okay. All right, back to the question. So the radius was 23. We need to write r equals 23. And now to the next bit, we need to calculate the height of the cylinder. So make a bit of room here. Right, this cylinder has a height. Right, just be aware that if a cylinder was on its side, looking like this tube, it still has a height, even though you probably want to call it a length. But the formula that you would see usually is that the total surface area, so total surface area of the cylinder will equal two circles, so 2 pi r squareds plus this body of the cylinder, and you can imagine that looks like a rectangle if you unroll it, like a tube of cardboard that you would unroll, and it would be 2 pi r h, where that would be the length. So if I took the body and unrolled it. Right? The circumference of the circle would be the width, which is 2 pi r, and the height of the cylinder is the height of this rectangle. And so that's where the body of the cylinder's surface area is coming from. Okay, for us, all of that, so 2 pi r squared plus 2 pi rh has to equal this number, 3,726 pi. So what we've got is 3,726 pi equals 2 pi r squared. Well, I know what r is. R is 23. I know what r squared is too. It was 529, but there were two of them. 2 times 529, come on brain, you can do this, is 58. So it'll be 1,058 pi. Right. So I've basically done 2 times pi times 23 squared, but I've left the pi. So all I've really done is 2 times the radius 23 squared, and that equals 1,058, and I'm going to double check this because it's that time of day where I can make mistakes. Yep, that's correct. And over here, we have 2 times the radius, pi times h, and h is what we're trying to find out. And I'm going to leave the pi as it is again. So I'm just going to think of 2 times the radius, that'd be 2 lots of 23, which is 46. So 46 times the pi, leave it as pi, it'll work out easier for you, and times the height, right? Next step, we can minus this from both sides, minus 1058 pi. So let's do that. I'm going to need a calculator for that. So that's 3726 minus 1058. Go to my calculator. 3726. Just hide that for a minute. 3726 minus 1058 is 2668. So we now have pen tool, 2668 pi is the same as 46 pi times the height that I'm looking for, the height, right? Okay, I just want the height. I don't want the height times 46 pi. I need to get rid of this by dividing. So this is our inverse operations. I need to divide by 46 pi to get rid of that. Therefore, I have to do it over here as well. All right, the pi's will just cancel nicely. So your height is going to be 2668 divide 46. All right, so we're going to be left with the height will equal 2668 divide 46. I'm not going to attempt to do that in my head. 2668 divide 46. 2668 divide 46. 58. Okay. So that equaled 58. Should be putting units in here. And make sure when you enter the answer, you write h equals 58. I don't think you need the millimeters, do you? Good. So hopefully that was helpful. Good question. Thank you for watching.